Good afternoon. My name is Kem Sigwan. I am the Deputy Regional Director for the Southeast Asia Gender-Based Violence Prevention Program, and I will be your co-moderator for this afternoon. The mentoring program under the Southeast Asia Gender-Based Violence Prevention Platform hopes to demonstrate how practical learning and shared leadership can strengthen GBV prevention across the region. For today's session, we hope to introduce the mentoring program itself, its purpose, structure, expectations, and the mentors, clarify eligibility and selection criteria, and how matching works. We also want to guide you through the application process, including what a strong, tangible outcome looks like and how to submit by 27th of February. And also, we have an opportunity for a Q&A for everyone to receive consistent information. And before we officially begin, I'd like to run through a quick housekeeping reminders for all of us to have a smooth and productive session. First, please take a moment to rename yourself using the format name and then underscore organization. Our session today will run for a maximum of 90 minutes. To minimize background noise, kindly keep your microphone on mute at all times unless you are invited to speak. You may also keep your video off to help with bandwidth and ensure a stable connection for everyone. But please feel free to switch on your video, especially if you have questions. If you have any questions at any point, feel free to share them in the chat box. Our team will be monitoring the chat and will group similar questions for the Q&A segment later on. For those who need live translation support, please remember to turn on closed captions in Zoom. And finally, please note that this session is being recorded for documentation and learning purposes. Thank you. Before proceeding, about closed captions, here's a quick guide on how to turn on closed captions and access live translation during the session. On your Zoom toolbar, please click the CC or closed caption button. Once it opens, turn on the translation toggle, then choose your preferred language from the list and click Save. You should then be able to see the live captions appear on your screen. If you don't immediately see the CC icon, try hovering your mouse over the Zoom window or expanding your toolbar to reveal more options. We encourage everyone to enable captions if it supports your participation and understanding. Also, we are pleased to inform that you can access Wordly AI translation and captions in case you prefer to follow the session in another language. To get started, please open Apps on your Zoom toolbar and look for the option labeled Wordly AI Translation and Captions. Once open, you'll be able to select from several available Southeast Asian languages, including Lao, Bahasa Indonesia, Malay, Tagalog or Filipino, Thai, and Vietnamese. Please choose a language you're most comfortable with, and the system will provide real-time translation and captions throughout the session. We hope this also helps everyone engage more fully, no matter your language preference. And if at any point during the session you experience technical difficulties or need support, please don't hesitate to reach out. You can look for GBV Prevention Admin in the Zoom list of participants and send them a direct message in the chat. Our admin team is ready to assist you with any tech concerns you may have. Right. So before we continue, let's begin with a quick check-in. Also, just to make sure that you are connected well. In the chat box, please share your name and the country where you are joining from. We'd love to see the diversity in the room and know where everyone is from. So I'll start with myself. I am Kem and I am based in Manila, the Philippines. Magandang hapon po. Okay, may we please invite everyone to share their name and country in the chat box. Sonia is from Cambodia. Thank you. And Norberta is from Timor-Leste. Welcome, Norberta. And we've got Tazin Mon from Thailand. We also have Rosin from Cambodia. Welcome, Rosin. And if I mispronounce your name, my apologies. We've got Ebi. Oh, Ebi. Hello, Ebi. From Timor-Leste. Thank you for joining us, Ebi. Zoro. Nickname Rosie from Indonesia. And we've got Tukata from Laos. Who else do we have here? We also have Nimith from Cambodia. Welcome, Nimith. We have quite the spread of participants and the countries where you're coming from. Very happy. Okay. Well, please continue to type in your name and where you're from or any greetings you may have for the session. Very happy to have you here. Now, to move on and to get to know the platform better, the Southeast Asia Gender-Based Violence Prevention Platform represents our shared regional commitment to ending gender-based violence against women and girls in all their diversity. The platform, an Australian government initiative, supports locally led GBV prevention across Southeast Asia by serving as a regional hub for evidence, collaboration, and capacity building with civil society, government, and regional partners. The platform operates on being locally driven, evidence-based, intersectional, survivor-centered, trauma-informed, and collaborative. It works closely with the United Nations Joint Program on Gender-Based Violence Prevention in Southeast Asia, led by UN Women and UNFPA, to strengthen coordinated, responsible, and innovative GBV prevention across the region. The platform is delivered through three pillars. The first one is facilitate pillar, which supports practitioners and policymakers in designing and implementing high-quality, evidence-based GBV prevention initiatives. The advocate pillar seeks to strengthen regional and bilateral collaboration and commitment to prevention. The third pillar is demonstrate pillar, which ensures that proven effective approaches to preventing GBV in Southeast Asia are accessible and applied in policy and practice. The mentoring program, as a capacity strengthening initiative, is under the facilitate pillar. The platform is implemented through a regionally led secretariat with Co-Water International as the managing contractor overseeing delivery, Social Development Direct providing technical support, and the Equality Institute serving as the strategic communications partner. That's the quick introduction of the platform. Now, at this point, I am pleased to call my co-moderator, our Senior Project Officer for the Facilitate Pillar, Fu, to give an overview of the platform's mentoring program and the application process. Over to you, Fu.
Thank you so much, Cam. Hi, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I am Fu. I am Senior Project Officer from Facilitate Pillar, Southeast Asia GBV Prevention Platform. I'm originally from Myanmar. Currently, I'm based in Phnom Penh, Cambodia. So nice to see you, everyone, and thanks for joining us. So I will now give a brief overview of the platform mentoring program and what it offers. So the mentoring program has 4 phases. So let me walk through what does mentoring program look like in these 4 phases. So phase 1 is engage. We publicize the mentoring program already. We already selected mentors from 6 countries. So this mentor from 6 countries are already selected and are already onboarded and then now getting orientation and capacity strengthening. intensive training during this time in parallel while we are reaching out and calling the prospective mentee organization. So this engage. So today's information session is part of that step, and it is where we are right now. So phase 2 is equip stage. So enter equip stage. We conduct training for GBV prevention mentors from 6 countries from Southeast Asia. Now we provided already like in-person training for GBV prevention mentors. Now we are creating and developing the online learning journey for the GBV prevention mentors to equip and to get ready when it comes to connecting mentors and mentees organization. And also we establish a system of ongoing support and learning support through the mentoring program and also through the equip and to the embark stage. Phase number 3 is embark, where we match the mentors with their mentee organization. So based on that will be based on the country context, that will be based on their working language, that will be based on the learning priority needs of the mentee organization. Step 7 is conducting baseline organizational capacity assessment. So after we match mentor and mentees, and then they sit together with the finalized mentoring agreement, and they will sit together and establish doing our organizational capacity assessment. So to identify the key areas of the learning priorities. Through the capacity assessment, we will utilize the result of the assessment to develop the capacity strengthening plan. And step 9 is provide the ongoing and oversight and support from the platform team. And the last phase is enrich. So that is the phase where end of the mentoring relationship and all the mentor and mentees and platform team, we sit together and we will be reflecting on the mentoring relationship and also doing document about what are the good practices are and what are the lessons learned are. So now I will walk through the application package for prospective mentee organizations. So to make it clear, what document you need to submit, what are they for, and then how to use them to apply. So there is a template and also package that will be included the terms of the reference and also the application file, including the supported guidance, how to answer the question, how to submit the completed application form, etc. So please start with the terms of reference to confirm your organizational eligibility criteria and that the program fit your capacity and priority learning needs. Next slide, please. So as a regional initiative, the platform mentoring program helps to strengthen the capacity of practitioners and local women rights organizations and CSO to prevent gender-based violence before it occurs. The platform mentoring program also builds the learning relationship between the mentors, who will be practitioner, and the mentee organization, who are the women rights organization and CSO groups across Southeast Asia. And instead, mentoring program also offer mentee organization also will be paired with the GBV prevention mentors, as I mentioned in the previous slide, like based on the context, based on the working language, based on the organizational profile, and then based on the learning needs. Lastly, our mentoring approach is grounded in practical and look at practitioner-led and feminist-informed, and also focus on increasing sustainable capacity for evidence-based gender-based violence prevention strategies in Southeast Asia. Okay, so now I will cover what can you gain from the mentoring program. So there are key benefits by joining this mentoring program as a mentee organization, right? So the first key benefit is mentee organization will receive tailored, sustained technical assistance through mentoring relationship and through mentoring program capacity strengthening action plan. So this mentoring program offers 6 months of sustained mentoring, and mentee organization will receive approximately 8 hours of dedicated support per month. And also this mentoring program is designed, customized, tailored support to your organizational specific needs that was guided by capacity strengthening action plan that you will go create and go develop together with your mentor. So what does it mean? Capacity strengthening action plan. So capacity strengthening action plan is a practical plan that you go develop with mentor after we did baseline assessment, capacity assessment. So it was set out what you will strengthen, how, and by when, right? So that will include, for example, priority focus area that you want to develop. And when tangible outcome, the clear deliverable at the end of assessment. What do you want to change as an organizational level at the end of this assessment mentoring program? And also, of course, include key activities and milestones and roles and responsibilities, etc. And also place time plan, how well you meet, how well you do session together with mentor and mentee together. Next slide, please. Yes. So the second benefit is mentee organization will receive strengthened institutional capacity. So utilizing a strength-based organizational capacity to identify your unique study points, right? Where you want to learn, when you want to focus priority learning areas. It can be like whether you're looking to design any prevention strategy or intervention or initiative, or you would like to integrate GBV primary prevention into sectorial programs like climate resilience or social protection programs. Or maybe another option, the organization would like to strengthen prevention advocacy. So that's the program needs where you are. As a next step, the organization mentee. So we focus on organizational capacity strengthening, especially for GBV primary preventions. And also, again, that we would like to strengthen institutional capacity so that this mentoring program do not provide program funding or direct service delivery. So the number three key benefits is that the mentee organization will also receive greater understanding of evidence-based prevention, right? That is where we are really looking for, right? So mentee will gain technical expertise in differentiating GBV prevention from response and risk mitigation. And also mentee will gain insights into some of the evidence-based strategies used to prevent GBV. And also mentee organization will also have a good opportunity and learn how to use these tools, right? So like socio-ecological model, SEM, to be able to identify and also analyze what are the risk factors, what are the protective factors are in your specific context to make sure to inform your selected appropriate GBV primary prevention intervention that address the root causes of violence. And number four, key benefit is expanded regional network, right? So mentee organization, by joining this mentoring program, you will become part of the robust regional network of experts and practitioners across Southeast Asia. So this mentoring program also created design to connect you with the practitioners and with the organization across Southeast Asia and also broader GBV prevention platform and also you enjoy program and other key stakeholders. And also more opportunity for future collaboration, coordination, and solidarity. So I hope now our audience and the interested prospective mentee organization will gain some insight of the key benefits by joining mentoring program, right? So now I will walk through the application file. We can go to session by session. We aim to help you to complete it clearly and avoid common gaps that slow down the review, right? So get ready to prepare your application form. Right. So our application form is very simple, and then that includes a total of only 7 questions. So you will see there is a list of the questions. So 4 out of the 7 questions are open-ended questions. So and then 3 out of the 7 questions are just the checkbox. So you just need to do checklist. Again, when you answer the question, you will need to complete all sessions. Now I will walk through the application from question 1 to question 3, right? I think question 1 is very easy and simple. So you just need to check the boxes. Does your organization belong or you represent any of the following marginalized groups, right? you may select more than one as needed, right? So can be like woman and girl representative or LGBTQIA+, or person with disabilities. So there will be list of the boxes and then you just select more than one as needed. Question number 2. Here we want a short picture of your GBV prevention work or GBV programming work, right? So that is the question where you can tell what you have done recently. Can be like your current updated experience or past or recent experience in implementing gender-based violence program, including GBV prevention, right? So basically, you can tell us what you have done recently, who are the target audience, what kind of intervention or what kind of activity that you deliver. Uh, Maybe some of the organization have done prevention work already. Please include it. So if you have not experienced or you have not done specific GBV primary prevention work, please say so and explain any prevention related steps that you have started or you want to start it, right? So can we apply if we are currently doing GBV response work only? So yes, if most of your work is GBV response, that is stay okay. So please briefly describe your response work. Then mention why you want to strengthen prevention now and what you hope to build through mentoring program. So make sure you respond to keep your response within a maximum of 200 words. That's for question number 2. Question number 3, we also would like to get the idea and know like what forms of gender-based violence does your organization currently address or plan to address through its prevention programming. So there will be a list of the forms of gender-based violence. It includes intimate partner violence, child alien forced marriage, female genital mutilation or catting, or technology facilitated GBV, TF, GBV, etc. Those are the above. So you may select more than as needed. So next, for question number 4 is also open-ended question, right? So here we would like to understand to see like what is the situation like that would you will benefit from the mentoring programming. So that is open-ended question. And then we estimate maximum of the 200 words, right? So please don't worry when you answer this question. There are like we already list down like points, like point A, point B, and point C. So just need to structure your answer by following the step by step, right? So a specific challenge, right? So what is one specific area where you want a mentor to help you to strengthen your GBV prevention work, right? Please be precise and avoid broad goals like going to do capacity building or improve step skills. So like it will be like not very specific, not precise, and then like cannot be able to measure. So like please try to include like as much as possible to be precise. For example, like, oh, we would like to utilize and to learn and to know how to use socio-ecological model to be able to identify the risks and protective factors and then to design the appropriate GBV prevention strategies, something like that. Example 2 may be like, oh, we already doing GBV prevention initiated or intervention. However, we would like to know more about monitoring, evaluation, and learning in GBV primary prevention. Maybe we would like to revise our monitoring and evaluation tools to be able to monitor GBV prevention outcomes. The last example could be something like we have the resources already, all right? We would like to adapt like specific evidence-based GBV prevention model that is fit our local context, right? So there is a specific challenge that you would like to receive and also support from the mentors and also strengthen your GBV prevention work. And then you can structure another answer like why not? Why you want to address this challenge as a priority for your organization right now, right? So that could be like an opportunity. Why? So for example, like, oh, there's an upcoming proposal or a new grant, like we would like to integrate GBV primary prevention and also partner or community feedback. They provide the consolidated feedback about the primary prevention program. Or we would like to scale more a new era or like a new sectorial or like a new targeted location, etc. Right? And the next point is like current roadblock. We would like to see like, okay, so we see the challenge and why you want to address. We know like, have you already taken any steps to be able to address this challenge? Not yet, or you already sorted out, or what kind of challenge or obstacle still remain, right? So that's a kind of like the roadmap how to answer question number 4. And also that is kind of like some example to guide you to answer the question, right? There may be any other thoughts, any other idea, any other benefit you want more than this example. So it depends on your organizational needs. Okay, next is this question is question number 5, also open-ended question, right? So we would like this question we ask for is like one tangible outcome that your organization you want to achieve by the end of the 6 months, right? So could be like a specific change your organization will complete or will adopt at the end of the mentoring programming, right? So please keep it realistic for your team, for your organization as far the 6 month period of the time frame, right? So we also included in the application form the step by step how to answer, like to guide to be able to structure your answer. So you may state like one clear predicate outcome by the end of 6 months, because we would like to offer, the knowledge and learning and tools through mentoring, capacity strengthening, and also we really want our mentee organization to be able to apply at the field level as well, right? So that will be like, oh, we would like to complete SEM, socio-ecological model informed assessment. We would like to revise the many tools, right? So we would like to update our proposal or like policy, or could be any other strategy to incorporate GBV primary prevention approaches, right? So trying to include the measurable, achievable, tangible outcome for this question. Okay, so now I will walk through and explain about question number 6 and 7. Those are the last question. So question number 6, again, this is also open-ended question. Please make sure your response fit within 200 maximum words. So question number 6 is about leadership commitment. So what specific step that your senior leadership team take to demonstrate commitment to its partnership, right? So we want to see what leaders will do to make mentoring possible and to ensure learning is applied. So please let's concrete actions, not just general support, right? Could be like something how will senior leadership team allocate dedicated staff, how many number of staff, like how many time and allocated hours specifically for these mentoring activities. And also like active oversight, like how will you make sure your school staff will be participating in this mentoring programming. So like maybe like allowing them to join in regular check-ins and peer learning sessions, right? And also based on the capacity strengthening action plan, allowing and approving the final capacity strengthening action plan, right? The last one is maybe like institutional authority, like make sure your senior leadership is committed to allow and grant you the core steps that were involved in this mentoring program have the authority and resources required to implement the agreed priorities that was identified through organization and capacity assessment. So this is specifically question number 6 and how to structure your answer based on the guided bullet points. The last question is, we would love to hear about how did you hear this opportunity, right? So you can just like list out, did you hear through email or you hear through Southeast Asia GBV prevention platform? You can just tick, and then you can check the box to confirm the agreement, right? So hope I walked through and explain very briefly how to answer and how to structure your responses to be able to address the question number 1 to 7. As a next step, I will go through the selection criteria. So we will have the selection committee. So the committee members will select the mentee organization based on 3 key criteria that are already included in terms of reference. So number one is we will check the organizational profile. So we will list down the eligibility criteria that we are looking for. So the organization could be local human rights organization or local CSO working on gender-based violence in the six Southeast Asia countries. Those are Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Philippines, Timor-Leste, and Vietnam. So for this round, we already onboarded and oriented the GBV prevention mentors, 10 GBV prevention mentors actually from this country already. And also organization including, we encourage organization of persons with disabilities and LGBTQIA+ organization as well. So the applicant organization can be or maybe working on gender-based violence prevention and or response, right? So we really welcome organization at different stages of prevention journey. So if your organization is about to begin GBV prevention work, or any other organization would like to go deep dive using the existing effort and strengthening like very advanced level of GBV primary prevention. The number two criteria is relevance and intended outcome. So we are looking for the organization, mentee organization, who demonstrate a clear motivation. Very important, right? This mentoring program is we really want to see motivation and commitment. They're really looking for, and then they really want to improve the capacity strengthening to undertake GBV prevention work in their own country. And we're also looking for the mentee organization. Again, as I already clear things out and explain in the question and application form. So we will see like the mentee organization describe at least one measurable, clear, tangible proposed outcome that aim to produce or adopt at the end of the assessment mentoring program. So again, the same, we would like to use a CM model to identify risk and protective factors, kind of like formative research, or we would like to adapt or design appropriate GBV primary prevention strategies. Or we would like to revise monitoring and evaluation tools to monitor GBV prevention outcomes and adapting, or maybe wanted to know and apply specific evidence-based prevention model to fit in our local context. The last criteria that we're looking for is senior leadership commitment. So the mentee organization senior leadership team should be able to agree to allocate 2 co-staff members to work directly with the mentor. So these co-staff members are responsible for implementing intervention and initiative related to GBV prevention, and also they will hold the decision-making power over how they are designed and how they're implemented in the field level, right? So, and also they are committed and they allow and they grant the staff to dedicate approximately 8 hours per month to the program with additional time as needed, of course, depends on the capacity strengthening action plan and the agreement. Depends also on the activities what you both mentees and mentor agree on. So that include time for mentoring session, internet discussion, and interaction, and check-in, and peer learning, etc. Right? So, of course, the board and resources that required for this mentoring program or to implement the capacity strengthening action plan are developed at the start of the mentoring relationship. That we really want the senior leadership team is committed to provide and support throughout the mentoring program, and allow the staff to apply and to test the learning and resources for achieving the intended outcome, right? So that is what we really are looking for. So those are the 3 criteria that we will be looking for the mentee organization during the selection process. So again, I would like to go through briefly about application details and next steps. Well, so application details like please complete and submit the completed application form that our team member and colleagues already dropped. The application package and application form Google Drive live in the chat box. So please review it and complete and submit before the deadline. So please do not late. So before the 27th February, GMT +7 before midnight. Please submit your completed application form to learning at preventionplatform.org. I would like to highlight here a little bit about the language requirements. We really request the applicant organization to complete the application form and submit in English one, right? Because of to be fair and consistent review, and also because of our internal reviewing capacities, and we really appreciate for your understanding as well. And selection timeline. So shortlisted organization will be notified by 16th of March regarding the next step. Of course, organization has some struggles and challenges in submitting the English version, or I have want to know more about the information or assistance with the application process, please contact the same email address or learningpreventionplatform.org. Okay, so moving on, next session, allow me to introduce our GBV prevention methods from Southeast Asia country. Our GBV prevention mentor are very experienced GBV prevention practitioner from eligible countries, and they are going to bring, they will bring a lot of technical expertise and locally grounded facilitation and mentoring skill as well. So here we go. From Cambodia, we have Sakfia Ho. From Laos, we have Salakchit Sonton and Tintang Fasavon. From Indonesia, we have Siti Yunia Mazrafir. And from the Philippines, we have Ellen Liberato Espino and Patricia Laura Torino. From Timor-Leste, I know Abby is here. From Timor-Leste, we have Helio and Javier and Nevia Sarana. From Vienna, Juan Thi Han Vong and Tranley Queen Mai. So thank you for meeting the GBV prevention mentors. I'm so honored to introduce about our mentors. So, well, I think this concludes my walkthrough, and I appreciate your time and attention. I hope the overview for the mentoring program, terms of reference, application process was clear. So we will now transition to Q&A session, and I will hand it over to Cam to facilitate this part. Over to you, Cam.
Thank you so much, Fu. Let's show our appreciation to Fu by sending her some hearts or any fun reactions over the chat box. Yeah, thank you. There you go. Lots of hearts for you, Fu. Well
Oh,
done.
nice. Thank you. Super.
Right. Colleagues, at this point, we'd like to open the floor for your questions. We'd be happy to receive many of them. If you have anything to clarify, react to, or explore further, please feel free to type your questions in the chat box. We'll go through them hopefully one by one. So your questions are most welcome. Again, just drop your questions in the chat. We'll read through them for Fu and our team. Or I think you can also use the Q&A function in the Zoom meeting room, whichever you prefer. Okay, we'll give it a few seconds. I see that there are no questions yet at the moment, but I'm hoping there are. Or maybe we can also hope that there aren't questions. If it means that the presentation is clear and comprehensive for you, and nothing to be clarified. If I can give the first question to you, Fu,
Yeah,
I'm also curious myself, since we have mentors from different countries. How
yeah.
about the mentee organizations that we're looking for? Are there eligible countries where targeting for the mentee organizations we wish to join this program?
So yeah, thank you so much, Cam. So this inaugural goal is limited to six countries: Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, Philippines, Timor-Leste, and Vietnam. So our GBV prevention mentors, a total of 10 mentors from these six countries are already selected. So in terms of the mentee organization, so we will be recruiting and selecting mentee organization from this same six countries. So to align our current capacity and regional goal as well. So, unfortunately, for this round, organizations outside this country are not eligible for this round, right? So, but please, this organization from other countries feel free to access platform resources, including fundamentals of TB prevention online course as well, to learn, and then of course keep an eye out for next round.
Thank you, Fu.
Thank you.
And I think that ties in well to the question of Mitas
Oh
in
yeah,
Mon about organizations from Thailand. Unfortunately, Thailand is not yet part of the mentoring program, primarily because our mentors are from the six countries also that Fu has shared with us. So Cambodia, Indonesia, Laos, PDR, Philippines, Timor-Leste, and Vietnam. And then that also connects very well with Dewey's question about will the mentoring sessions always be delivered in English or can it be in local language? So the reason why we qualified the six countries is because the mentors are from there. So hopefully the sessions does not have to be always delivered in English unless you prefer to do the mentoring sessions in English. So the mentoring sessions will definitely be conducted in the local language, since what we're hoping to do is to pair the mentee organizations with mentors already in the country. But Fu, if you want to add anything on that.
thank you so much, Ken. And this very good question as well. Thank you for asking that. So yeah, mentoring session will be in local language, as I explained in the previous my presentation. So that is why we want to select the mentee organization. Those are the same country of the eligibility criteria list from the mentors, right? So for example, like um if the mentee organization is from Cambodia, we will match this mentee organization with the mentor from Cambodia. Make sure the it fits with the local context, working language, and other learning priority needs. Thank you for that.
Thank you, Fu. And how many mentee organizations will be selected from each country, Fu?
Oh yeah. So we have 10 GBV prevention mentors, right? So we really hope to receive a interested application, and then we would like to select hopefully 10 mentee organization from the six countries. Yeah. So well yeah, so we hope and then we approximate like 10 mentee organization for this round. Thank you, Cam. You would like to add more?
Well, the key is to submit the application,
Yes.
because I'm sure if the application is strong and you provide us with the details, you would be most welcome in the mentoring program in the countries. Yeah. Those are really nice questions, Fu.
Yeah.
And another follow-up question is there a cap for each country? I think we will be limited by the number of mentors that we have, right?
Yeah.
For each country. So if we can go back to our mentors, so if there are two mentors in each country, that means that we could have two mentee organizations also
Yeah.
in a particular country.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right, Cam. So for example, we have two mentors from Vietnam and two mentors from Timor, let's say. And the two mentors from the Philippines, right? So we
Yes.
hoping to select more than one mentee organizer. So for example, Philippines, we have two mentors, right? So we hope to receive and to select two mentee organizations from the Philippines. Thank you. That's a good question.
Yep. And here they are once again, our mentors. So we've got from Cambodia, two from Lao PDR, another from Indonesia, two from the Philippines, two from Vietnam, and two from Timor-Leste. I think Mana, Nivea, and Ebi are here, has joined this session.
Oh,
I have seen them in the participant list. It's nice to have them. Some of our mentors
thank
are
you
here.
so
Thank you.
much. Thank you.
Okay, are there other questions? You are a great crowd or participants. Thank you for your questions. Thank you, Turche from Women Peacemakers. We expect your application, Turche. Ah, Turche gave a thumbs up, and there's a heart from Sonia. All right, are there some more questions? My colleague Nandar has just shared the application pack in case you don't have it yet. Uh, please click the link. It's in the chat box once again. Okay, we give it a few seconds for any other questions that you may have. So we've got one from Salsabila Sogo. I work in an NGO that focuses on violence against women and children in Eastern Indonesia, but we can't speak English due to educational background and other factors. Can they participate in this program? Go ahead, Fu. I know you can respond to this very well.
Yeah, thank you so much for the question, Sasabila. Apologies if I pronounce wrong. Of course, as we mentioned before, so we have one mentor from Indonesia. So please don't worry in terms of language and accessibility. Just submit your application form, and then when it comes to mentor relationship, the organization from Indonesia will be connected or will be matched with the mentor from Indonesia. So you all can speak working language, no need English at that point. So yes. And also again, if you have been a little bit struggling with this uh filling the application form in terms of the language and accessibility, please kindly send email to the learningpreventionplatform.org as well. Plus, if you need additional information, thank you so much for this.
Thank you, Fu. And of course, you can always use technology to translate
Yeah,
your application form.
feel free to use technology and assistant to understand the questions and to fill the application form as well, right? Oh yeah. So maybe our colleagues and maybe Nanda also drop the application package again in the chat box. So please review the channel reference and also application form. So we already indicated where to submit the completed application form, the learningpreventionplatform.org. So please submit your application through this email. Cool. Thank you so much for this, Nanda. Um, so our learning GBV prevention platform has a lot of resources there, knowledge, tools, and learning help for everyone. We would like to strengthen the capacity for the WRO and CSO across the Southeast Asia. So there is a learning help there and then another facility pillar. So we launched our first self-paced learning online course. Now it is available in English, but maybe very soon and in other selected Southeast Asia language as well. So GBV prevention, fundamentals of GBV prevention online course is self-paced online course is designed to support GBV prevention practitioner across Southeast Asia with practical evidence found and content. You can even learn and also apply in your work. So the key strength for this learning hub is you can learn at any time at your own space and also build the capacity for the GPV practitioner in Southeast Asia. Right. It also include from the introductory module and then from the GPV response, GPV prevention. So like module by module, we build it together in a structural way. You can learn self-paced and then you can also utilize all the tools to be able back to apply in your work, right? So if you're interested in accessing these fundamentals of GPV self-paced online course, please enroll yourself by sending the email to learningpreventionplatform.org. And then our the organization, our team will reply with the key step by step, how to enroll and register for the fundamental course. Thank you. Next slide, please. Okay, so remember, so please submit your completed application form by 27 February before the midnight. So we will be looking forward to the application form. And then again, thank you so much for joining to the information session. We understand that we have a lot of commitments and a busy schedule as we are always, right? So thank you so much for joining to the information session. And also please share this information around your network or organization. Thank you so much for this. And then we appreciate all of your time and energy and effort. Thank you so much, everyone.